Hey guys, it's Kristen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my TBR pile for the Tome Topple Readathon. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, I did just finish Booktubeathon, but I can't seem to pass up a good readathon, so I'm jumping from Booktubeathon into the Tome Topple Readathon. Before I share my TBR with you, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, click on that subscribe button and do so. And at the end of the video, if you liked it, click on the thumbs up button to let me know. So if you've never heard of it, the Tome Topple Readathon is a readathon all about reading big books. For the sake of this readathon, a big book is anything that is 500 pages or above. Tome Topple Readathon is hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, as well as several other people, but she's the only one I can think of off the top of my head right now, and I believe she's the one that originated the readathon in the first place. This one is 2 weeks long. It runs from August 4th to August 17th. Challenge number 1 is to read more than one tome. Hopefully I'll be able to cross this one off my list pretty easily. Challenge number 2 is to read a graphic novel. I am honestly probably not going to push myself to do this. I am about graphic novels. I haven't really decided how I feel about them yet, and I don't want to waste my time on a graphic novel when I have so many other really long books that I want to get to instead. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that is part of a series, and I think that I'm actually going to meet this challenge. Challenge number 4 is to buddy read a tome, and this is where you guys come in. If I mention a book in my TBR that you are planning on reading as part of the Tome Topple Readathon, or if you're just wanting to read it and you're not doing the readathon but you'd like to buddy read it with me, let me know in the comment section. And challenge number 5 is to read an adult novel. In addition to this, Tome Topple also has an Instagram, and there will be photo challenges throughout the 2-week period as well. Okay, so here's what I'm reading for Tome Topple. I am starting with the number 1 book that I want to finish, and if this is the only book I read during the readathon, I will be happy. And that is A Quart of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses as part of Booktubeathon, and of course, like, I ended that book wanting to immediately start this, and I put it off for a few days because I knew Tome Topple was coming up. This one is 626 pages cover to cover, so this is a long bad boy. I can't wait to read it because I know this is the one in the series that everybody freaks out about. Looking forward to this one. If you want to buddy read this one with me, it would be a good choice. Also, as I'm sure you know, Quart of Mist and Fury is part of a series, so that would allow me to knock that challenge off of my list. The next book that's on my TBR is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This one is a very hyped book. A lot of people have been talking about how amazing this is, and I was actually really surprised to see that it's over 500 pages. This one's 532 pages cover to cover. This is the ARC. A lot of people have been sharing their lovely photographs of the UK edition. Maybe if I read it and I love it, I will splurge and buy myself a hardcover of the UK version, but this is the version that I will be reading if I read it for Tome Topple, and if I read this one, it will just suffice for the read more than one tome challenge. Also, I believe it is part of a series, so if for some strange reason I don't read A Quart of Mist and Fury because my arms fall off, I don't know, then this would count as being a book that is part of a series as well. The next book on my list is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, written by Mackenzie Lee. This is actually a book that I had wanted to have on my TBR for Booktubeathon, but I could not find it anywhere, and I am really looking forward to picking this one up for Tome Topple. I didn't realize it was so long. The arc of this is 512 pages cover to cover. I don't believe this is part of a series, so this will just be another one to meet the challenge of reading more than one tome. And the final book in my TBR pile for Tome Topple is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and I sometimes see this called Mistborn, sometimes I believe it's called The Final Empire. It's a little confusing, but the series is also called Mistborn, and this is an adult novel, so it'll meet the challenge of read an adult tome. This is a book that I actually started reading during the last Tome Topple that I participated in, and I think I read 5 or 6 chapters, and I liked it. I didn't hate it or anything. It's just a little bit slow moving at first because there's a ton of world building, and there's this really great intricate fantasy world that they have to kind of set up for you. Yeah, it looks like I read exactly 45 pages last time. So I'm hoping to get to this one because I actually have the box set of all 3 books in the original trilogy, and I've really been wanting to read them. You can tell the cover has been well loved. Even in the short period of time that I was reading it before, I somehow managed to immensely mess up the cover. This one is 643 pages. Holy Moses. So that's about the same length as A Quart of Mist and Fury. So we will see. Okay, those are the books that I plan on reading for the Tome Topple Readathon. I do not think that I will read all 4 of those. I think that would be a miracle. I'm actually already in the middle of an arc right now, and so I kind of need to finish that before I start A Quart of Mist and Fury. But since the Tome Topple Readathon is 2 weeks long, I feel like having 4 books isn't really that crazy. To be perfectly honest, if I'm able to finish the arc I'm reading and read 2 of the books in this TBR, I will be really happy with myself because there are a lot of pages between all 4 of these books. So like I said, if any of these books sound good to you and you would like to read them with me as a buddy read, whether you're doing Tome Topple or not, let me know in the comment section or find me on social media and let me know. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!